Dave, I suppose, just give us your overall assessment of that game. You know, does it almost feel like a disappointment to come out with a draw, but almost happy to do the penalty save at the end?
Listen, I suppose you can look at it in different ways. Ultimately, we've got a point at the end of it, and you have to take that and you move on. The game was there to be won in the first half. We knew how they'd come and try and frustrate, and like I've said previously, I suppose we've earned that respect. What we've got to do is, when your chances come along, you have to take them. I thought second half, listen, it's I said to them in there, it's difficult to have a pop because they've been brilliant. We looked a bit leggy second half, which is again is acceptable because of what we've done. We get a point out of it. What we did say is when you're not great, and we're not going to be great all the time, you've got to do the basics well. We didn't do the basics well enough. We got frustrated, and you can be frustrated, and if you come out with it with a 1-0 win, then it doesn't really matter. Like you say, at the back end, us conceding due to not getting the basics right. We've got a throw in the final third, and within 10 seconds they've got a corner. Don't deal with the second phase of that corner through again, people not doing the jobs, and then in the end you're lucky to get a point through people coming off the bench and not being able to do what's asked of them. And Claudio will have to, learn from that. So we weren't great, but we'll take our point and move on to a tough game on Saturday.
I was just going to mention the first half. You know, there's a few chances that if it wasn't for their goalkeeper making some great saves, Molyneux twice, you know, the game could have been dead and buried.
Yeah, so the game was there to be won in the first half, but we were still wary of, I suppose, our mistakes leading to counter attacks. Second half, and listen, we've spoken about this and having to, I suppose, being able to, and working on stuff. Just being comfortable at times defending and being comfortable in our shape and being organised, and backing ourselves to defend. And I don't think we're good enough for that yet. We certainly need to get better at it and need to work on it. You can't continue to press for 90 minutes of a game for 50 games of a season. That's not possible. Certainly with the size of squad we've got, it's not possible. So we've got to be selective in terms of what we do, and again, there's no harm in us being 1-0 up and almost becoming the away team, if you like, and us be frustrating the opposition. And we showed on Saturday that we've enough quality and legs in our team to play on the counter attack. It's having the balls, if you like, to do that, especially when you're at home and you want to be in the ascendancy and want to be on the front foot. We'll learn from it, recover, which is massively important. Look forward to Saturday.
I suppose if you look at the positives of the game, Molyneux getting back to full fitness, you know, looked really sharp. Parkhouse gets his first league goal of the campaign. Ferguson another assist. You know, there's plenty to take from it as we, you know, continue on Saturday.
Yeah, so you can always take positives from game in any game you play. I think for us, what it's about is, as it was with any, whether you win, lose or draw, it's about learning from it and being better next time. That just again shows there's still plenty to work on. What we've not done is we've not lost when we've not played well, like I say, because the game was there to be won in the first half, and we've not taken them chances. Now they weren't clear-cut chances, they weren't open goals as such, but you've got to really put the game to bed when you do get your chances. Even, like I say, even second half, there's not a great deal going on, but what you have to do is you've got to defend and do your jobs, and like I say, do the basics, do the honourable bits. If it's a rubbish game, then you win that game 1-0. It doesn't matter, we can also say it's a rubbish game, we won 1-0. We've not done that, so we're slightly disappointed, but listen, it's a great start, and I'm not going to let a draw here affect the fact that we have had a really good start, but a little bit of reality of where we're at. We know where we're at as a group. Sometimes, especially when people aren't in the ground, you can get a little bit ahead of yourself. Maybe players in there, sometimes you need to be brought a little bit back down to recognise where you are and how much work still needs to be done.
Just finally, as you said, obviously the lads are obviously going to be disappointed, but we're still unbeaten, still in the top 3 or 2, depending on however the results went. You know, is that really what the lads need to take on the chin as we move into Saturday and really realise, you know, that we're doing all right, we're doing more than all right?
Listen, Saturday's a different game. Saturday's a game against the team that will come here and will set up and have a similar philosophy of what we want to do, but Torquay will come here thinking they'd beat us, I'd imagine. I don't know, I might be wrong. But I think they will. I think they can come and beat us. So I imagine it will be a decent game. It could potentially be an open game, and let's see what that brings. Like I say, we want to go and I suppose back ourselves that we're better than the opposition and we're better in the way we play than what they are. So we'll see. Like I say, two good teams that have had good starts to the season. Hopefully for the cameras it'll be a decent game, and hopefully we can get an all-important win.
Dave, thanks very much.
Cheers.